and welcome to Asian Photography's YouTube channel. My name is Bhavya Desai and today we're going to talk about the Tamron 24-70 G2 lens. We recently did the exclusive review of the Tamron 18-400 and thanks a lot for sharing all your comments and feedback about that. We also reviewed the lens in our November 2017 edition of Asian Photography magazine, so in case if you want to read that, then you can catch that as well. But what many of you might not know is that along with the Tamron 18-400, they also launched a new 24-70 G2 lens for full frame bodies. And today, this is our review of that lens. So the new 24-70 G2 lens is successor to the erstwhile lens in the same category, which was launched in 2012. And in these 5 years, the technology has changed a lot and Tamron has packed precisely that in the new lens. Some of these include fluorine coating, E-band coating, a lens hood release button, and the access to the Tamron tap-in console, which can be used to upgrade the firmware. Priced at Rs 95,000, the message is very clear from Tamron. The target audience for this lens are amateurs in the mid to high range who are looking for high image quality and also great creative expression. The 24-70 G2 lens is basically a lens for a full frame body, which means it can also work on a crop sensor. And in terms of design and structure, it is not exactly the lightest lens that we could find in this category, but it is surely the most compact one. In terms of the material used, everything about this lens is really sturdy, which means you can clearly tell that in terms of make, body and build, it has really been done very well. And Tamron needs to be given a thumbs up in this department. Apart from the cosmetic changes that we spoke about earlier, there are two distinct features in the lens that we really liked. Now the first of which is the introduction of dual MPUs, which is two microprocessing units. Now each of these microprocessing units controls the vibration compensation as well as autofocus, which is very much similar to the smartphones of today, where dedicated processors control each functions or features of the camera. Now the introduction of these dual MPUs and some smart redesigning allows the lens to deliver a much more improved performance. For instance, it is now capable of shooting 5 stops for vibration compensation as compared to the 3 stops that was possible in the earlier lens, and also it is able to deliver 1.5 times faster autofocus performance. Now the next feature isn't exactly a feature, but it is more the value for money, and we found this very important because the Tamron lens is priced at Rs 95,000, which is a lot lesser as compared to the other lenses in the category. For instance, the Canon and Nikon lens in this category cost close to 1.46 lakhs and 1.69 lakhs, which is a lot more as compared to the Tamron lens. Now, in order to check the performance, like the 18-400, we put the lens through a lot of paces. We checked it for overall image quality, for flaring and ghosting, vibration compensation, autofocus, distortion, and chromatic aberration, among other things. When it comes to the overall image quality, then the performance of the lens is bang on. It provides well saturated images with good contrast and sharpness. The vibration compensation works well even in low light setting, and the lens focuses extremely fast under most shooting conditions. When it comes to chromatic aberration, the lens displays a chromatic aberration of 2.89 pixels at 24mm and 3.14 pixels at 70mm, which is fairly decent for a lens in this category. In terms of distortion, the lens showcases very minimal distortion. As seen in the pic here, we checked the distortion of the lens by shooting a building, and it appeared to show very slight perspective distortion in this case. The overall performance of the lens in ghosting and flaring is quite satisfactory. The 24-70mm displays almost no flare but showcases minimal ghosting when shooting directly to a light source. And with its wide aperture, the quality of bokeh in the lens is really good. The subjects are dramatic and well-rounded bokehs in the background, which make the pictures stand out, making them very pleasing to the eye. While there are a number of things that we really liked about the lens, there were a couple of things that we didn't like. For instance, the lens is a lot heavier as compared to the other lenses in the category. And the second part is that the lens release hood tends to get a little scratch prone. Now this by no means will affect your shooting, but if you're as finicky as we are, then be ready for a little bit of wear and tear over a period of use. At a price tag of Rs 95,000, the new Tamron 24-70 G2 lens has a lot going for itself. It delivers good image quality and overall is a very consistent performer. And to be very honest, there's not much to dislike about the lens. From the performance to the value ratio, we surely recommend this lens. So even if you have the budget to buy Nikon and Canon lenses in this category, which are nearly twice as much as Tamron, you should still consider buying this lens, especially if you think of all the things that you can do with that extra money that you save. So if you like this video, then make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel, and also get a lot more information on our website asianphotographyindia.com. So until next time, happy viewing.